orange juice, cold, posture, straight, slippers, fluffy, elbows, pointy. We're going to be doom scrolling Twitteroonies today. Mr. T shares, Hex 369, that is. Hex Sheikh. One day, the T shares, Hex playing checks. Hex Jam Hex as well. A lovely, gentle friend. Hex is on PulseChain. PulseChain, hidden gem ecosystem. Blue Ocean chain. It's beautiful that it's still not listed on a tier 1 exchange. But I've told you many times, exchanges do not optimize for their customers to make the most amount of money. Exchanges follow coins after they've started to show positivity with like a sentiment because there's high volume and then the exchange makes money on the volume. They're basically yield farming network effects. Money in the bank. My thesis on Woolly and why I'm certain this narrative is the next outlier to shine. Oh, another meme coin. Are you? Wow. A miniature woolly mammoth. Friends, I'm not gonna apologize to anybody, okay? I am not apologizing for having the most peg nipples in the northern, southern, eastern, and western hemisphere. All right? That's a meme coin supercycle thing. Friends, they just don't hit they don't hit the same, bro. Okay? This is a unstable coin that might ping pong to $1 with no blacklist function that starts at 0, that actually pumps. Yeah? That's a community takeover of DAI. We have a stable coin supercycle. You have nowhere to bet. You know what I mean? You literally have nowhere to bet if you want to pump it hard. You have to buy insider coins like Arthur Gazer's, Athena, ENA, or you got to buy super expensive old stuff like Tron and Painlink. Okay? Just hits differently, bro. This is, look, see what I mean, friends? Look at that contrast. Oh, another picture of another cute animal. I've never seen that before. And by the way, I've got a lot of pictures of cute animals. I love meme coins. See? It just hits differently. Who's this guy? Richard Hart. I identify things other people don't by thinking deeper. It's crazy how people stop at one level. For instance, people talk about billionaires affecting elections by spreading their speech using their money. But where primarily does that money go? To buy the speech. High level thinking, probably trying to attract people who are looking for a greater cause. Remember the risk diode, friends? Yeah? Well, there's a soy diode as well. Richard, remember friends, yeah, one thing you learn from Richard is if you want to attract certain people, only speak to those people. If you want to attract somebody who believes in something, don't give them all the answers, right? That's another way to think about it. Shout out to Nuclear Herbs. I watched that movie 7 times. There they are. That's Unibu. A lot of things to learn. PulseChain, next level of marketing appearing. Patrick Bet David, New York is on track to be the next London. The state became more conservative in 2024, but the Democratic Party moved further left. Future looks bright only for those in New York who stay paranoid and alert. So friends, look, man, look, you got one life, limited time only. Maybe our souls do a loop and we come back. Maybe we do go to Orion's belt. Here's the thing. You don't have any collection of past life memories. So as far as I'm concerned, we're a one and done, fart in the kitchen. It's hot and stinky, then it's all over. Do you really want to be wasting your time concerned about politics, bro? Really? Come on, man. Friends, they're releasing new Pokemon games out there, and you still haven't discovered them, and you're wasting your time thinking about, oh, I'd like to have an opinion on the matter of politics. You can do better, guys. You can do better. Emergency breaking. pDAI has officially recovered all the damage from Richard Hart Fudstorm on the pDAI pulse ratio. Look at this big, juicy pink peg. And it did, by the way. Made a whole video on it. It did. Strength. Yeah, by the way, you know why that means a lot to me, friends. I'm not gonna back down. All right? I'm gonna unzip. And you are gonna stare at the floor looking at that large shadow. You all said I was going to jail at the orange circle. And what broke my heart the most is, you know there are no squeaky chairs in jail. You get concrete planks. I do pretty good in jail, by the way. Because you have to dump in front of everybody. You know? That's how you assert dominance. But I'm not going there. Because this thing's going up, baby. Look at this. Look at the circle. You know who you are, or you scum. Calling for a guy to go to jail because he likes a freaking coin on the internet. Maybe you should go to jail. You cost people money. Let's go see how much they cost you, by the way. Let's see how much that scum cost you. You know who you are. Here you go. Here was your gravestone emoji. You have cost everybody 12x on their money. By the way, if you sold on their gravestone emoji, you can only buy back 1/10 of your position. That's funny. And sad. Right? Why don't you go to jail, bro? Why don't you go to jail for making everybody convinced that it's okay to be a little bitch? So friends, I don't want anybody to go in jail. Okay? Because jail, that is nothing compared to the hell these people are facing right now as pDAI ticks up. Mr. Reptile Hybrid, legendary, The Peg. You remember that movie, friends? Do you remember that movie? Jaws? Some say it was a porno. Reply guys are the real MVP. Without us, you'd just be shouting into the void. Very true. Very true, reply guys. Sir Nathaniel, they actually think Richard is talking about PP issues and his terrible workout routine. So this guy is, he's a fighter, but I don't blame him. Like, you know, we are down like 95% against Bitcoin. So it's like, you know, I don't blame him. Here is a literal human tree, TreeVon. He has muted Richard Fart. He's literally muted him. Hey, TreeVon. Are you in pDAI, bro? I'd like to know. I know you are. TreeVon's contrarian. He's got it in him, right? TreeVon, were you buying the pDAI gravestone emoji? I'm curious. Or were you sitting there photosynthesizing in the sun? Mr. TreeVon? I'd like to know. By the way, funny thing about TreeVon. Back when he used to stream, there was this one video I was watching. It was at the gym. I just opened it up. I just went to the middle of the video. And one of the guys commented, hey, TreeVon, watch the recent Sommi video. And then TreeVon, like, he looks deadpan in the camera or something. And he's like, oh, I've got to go check back a Sommi video. He's making fun, as in like which one? Like it's gonna be forever just to find one of my last 5 videos. It's kind of funny. It made me laugh. And I was thinking, wow, is the universe trying to whinge to me that there's too much of the highest value content for free? People are complaining that I give too much free stuff and it's hard for you to find. It was funny. It really was funny. It was hilarious. No, universe, I'm not stopping. Shout out to Mr. Hoggy Boo. Take ownership and enjoy the coming feast. He's eating a plate of green candles. Mr. Onizuka, sir, Mr. Onizuka, bro, you make some absolute cracker AI, man. So, guys, this thing is next level, dude.
Onizuka, today we will share PulseChain's top 5 gainers of the day after a word from our sponsors.
Up the bench to 200. I barely got the 5th rep. Deadlifted 240 11 times, 5 negative chin-ups. I'll try adding a bit to the deads next.
ETH is up 40%, Teddy Bear 13%, Remember 10%, Surf 10%, and Fed 8.9%.
Those were your top 5 gainers of the day. See you tomorrow. PulseChain.
Get these girls out. I want to see the logo. Gosh, don't you hate when that happens? Move, girls. Jeez. Wow, who's this guy? Sometimes people are joking on Twitter or YouTube, or they could be totally wrong with their analysis. Therefore, you have to accept responsibility for your own actions. Blaming others for getting you excited tells us that you're a little bitch. Similarly, holding others liable for your decision to buy or sell a coin means you're a cuck. Nobody is forcing you to buy or sell. Accept responsibility. Crypto is international and global. Get used to this. Couldn't have said it better myself. Wow. Wonder who that guy is. I want to see that guy's nipples. Kyle Chassé. Texas passed the law to hold Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. Shout out to the great state of Texas. Just leave the rest of the states, Texans. Just leave them. They need you more than you need them. Still think you're early? Only if you act like it. Interesting. What? Kyle Chassé talk. Kyle, you've been watching too many of my videos, bro. I was not expecting to see that from Kyle. Texas. If it were a country, it would be the 8th largest in the world. Still think you're early? Only if you act like it. Is he trying to... Kyle. Kyle's usually saying, you're early, you're early. Wow, maybe a few of your friend Sommi videos slipped up. By the way, you're not early to Bitcoin. You need me to tell you that, bro? But no one will believe it until the price changes with Bitcoin dominance. The Trump meme team removed 4.4 million USDC and 3 million in liquidity. And then they bridged USDC to Ethereum. So it could be moving money around. Yeah, man. It's a Trump meme coin, bro. It probably has a last pump somewhere down the line. A lot of people have that coin. Very uncool, Ledger. You effectively force anyone to buy and enter the seed into a new device. Ledger Nano S is effing goated. I understand you're a business, but don't play with backwards compatibility. Wow. Ledger Nano S transition through the year. What does that mean for device app? Ledger is transitioning away from the Ledger Nano S. As a result, feature submissions and app updates won't be accepted. Damn, man. The CEO of Tether, CEO of Ledger, funny, Freudian slip, they're both cucks. Yeah, he's a French dude. Oh man, they don't like decentralization at all, man. Like, look what happens, friends, with the French Revolution. I got French baby dolls. I know what you like. I like these friends. I like your croque monsieurs. You know what I mean? You just go hard. But you know, France, friends, man, like they took down the king, French Revolution, then they just went and installed another king, and it went to shit all over again. It's kind of like they got so motivated. And then like, oh, let's just go do the same thing that got us into the mess in the first place. Yeah, man, that's what they're doing here. Like, oh, I know. Let's make a business for decentralization. And then as we get more power, let's force out the decentralization part. Ledger, man. Gosh. Shout out to my friend Durty Crypto. PulseChain. Richard Hart warned you there will be legendary, massive, never done before marketing. We found out the millions of electronic mystery gifts will be mailed to people all over the world. Could be a special electronic postcard. More on this later. Interesting. Hopefully he's like really signaling that, yeah, the next phase is coming. Mario. Debt clock extended as Treasury Secretary Besant buys time with a new deadline. He extends emergency measures to July 24. So remember, friends, the crypto 4-year cycle is a myth. It's the global debt liquidity cycle, which coincides with the 4 years. The US government has not rolled over their debt yet, and they're due to do it like very, very, very soon. The problem, though, is they don't want to roll over the debt with major loser Jerome Powell keeping rates so high. They want him to cut the rates. When the rates are low, they can roll over the debt, and then they have like a big boosting of money spending, because right now they can't spend that money. It has to sit there for interest repayments. So if you get to roll over the debt, they're like, okay, cool. We don't need like this, $1 trillion for interest payments for the next 4 years. So we'll screw the next guy. Let's just go spend that money now, kick it down the road, and the next 4 years, the next president, they can worry about how they fix the problem. And we've been doing that since 2008. So we did that 2009, 2013, 2017. With that, every single crypto cycle has been rolling over like that. So yes, on to the next phase. Josh, I talked to Donald Trump on his way home from NATO about the Senate Medicaid hospital cuts. He said, stay with the House. Okay, bro. Show me your nipples. Cointelegraph. Bullish. Oh, wow. Robert Barnes posted this. Friends, remember Robert Barnes? I love this guy, man. Robert Barnes, remember he went on after the planned assassination, right immediately after. He was on George Gammon's show. And because he's a legal dude, he's in law, like he's not allowed to say, guys, it's so obvious. Government's on the inside, did all this. He's not like a maverick talker like me, you know what I mean? Because the legal guys, the legal guys, they got to watch your word. Like in law world, the difference between saying someone may do something or must do something is like, it's life and death. Robert Barnes reposted this for crypto. He's makes me really bullish on crypto. I knew he was a crypto guy. I guarantee, friends, I could just pick it. I know he's a UFO guy. I know he's a crypto guy. And look, he's reposting Cointelegraph. The US and others are adopting Bitcoin alongside gold as a reserve asset for scarcity, inflation hedge, and digital resilience. Do you really need me to say it? They're all bullshit, okay? Because when euphoria is here, mark my words, you will mark that date in your calendar and you'll see all those narratives go to shit in the bear market, okay? But we got to work our way to euphoria first. I love you, Coexistence Stephen. Maria is not a fan of Breeze Theory or my channel. Oh, Maria, all this gibberish is garbage and you should delete your channel. Whoa! Glitter Pants Maria! You can't say that to Stevie! You can't, sir! Has to be some sort of psyops, right? It's kind of funny. The man dressed as a female Helga Viking with peg nipples and an unstable coin that went to zero twice logo. He's telling another dude he's gone too far. Yeah. Sammy, have you ever thought you got taken for a ride by him? He got what he wants. Don't take his shit, Steven. Sammy Chica is talking to Steven like Steven's her daughter, right? So we love you, Sammy. She does have a daughter, lovely daughter. It sounds like a mother talking to her daughter, going like, hey, see, guys just want to use you. You gotta, you can't meet up with them sometimes after 6 o'clock. Just say, hey, I can only do lunch with you on Sunday. See if they're still keen at 1 o'clock, right? If they go, oh, no, I'm not that keen. Okay, well, now you're filtering them out. See these little tricks? It's kind of funny. I can actually pick this. Maybe actions speak louder than words. So, yeah, that's why, friends, I'm just telling you is, Sammy, look at the pDAI pulse ratio, man. Look at it. It's about to recover it, right? If this thing just gets it, dude, we are so close. Like, we've recovered the Richard Hart FUD. As far as I'm concerned, we've literally recovered the Richard Hart FUD. Now the US dollar price has to recover. Dr. Exologist, guys, it's me running Richard Hart's account and I decided to unfollow and block all of you. Hey, brother, quick favor to ask. Can you reach out to your local LDS leadership in Idaho and see if they'd be open to helping with a short-term logistics donation initiative? Oh, but this is a pDAI postcard. No, friend. Imagine. No way, he wouldn't do that. Imagine Richard Hart's marketing has a pDAI logo in there. Nah. That's what would I just look? Just think, what would you do personally if you saw that? Think about that. Me, it doesn't change anything for me because my nipples have been pegged for a long time. You think about that. So you have a plan, okay? And also think, if you're bullish, if that increases, your willingness to get in or add more size, what price would you buy it up to? Just think about that now so you don't make, for example, like what if someone gets a sniff of this happening and people buy it up before you and the pDAI price is already like 2 cents or something, So you set a price. Maybe you say it to yourself, like personally, because friends, you can't, because I'm long, I'm long. Obviously, you can't take what I say on this because I'm bullish anyway, but if I saw that Richard Fart had a pDAI logo anywhere or even slightly referenced it in any of his post-mail marketing material, I'm going to have to buy more bear dates. That's what I'm saying. And I thought I had enough. Okay? Like, to me, I'm like, okay, well, I auto buy under 5 cents. Don't care if it's up to like literally 4.9 cents in a straight line. I auto buy under it. That's me. Like the guy who's fudded it 33 times is now putting it in marketing material. So we don't know it's doing that, but you know what I mean? It could be just a PulseChain, could be an EHEX, PX, I don't know, right? Just have a plan. DGen News. Coinbase announces it helped drive a major law enforcement win. The US soy service has seized 200 million in stolen crypto tied to pig butchering scams. This is the biggest scam which you don't hear much about, likely because it's so intimate and personal. It causes billions of losses of crypto every year. Yeah, friends, we really got to be careful as well out there. Friends, it's social engineering, you know, the new hacks. So a lot of the hacks, then they're not, oh, come and click on like, you know, porn.exe. It's not that. They socially engineer you. So they stalk you, you know, like they're watching you shave your butt in the shower, you know. I don't mind. Watch me. Watch me. You're going to sit there all day, bro. You seen these jeans? I got hair coming out of my shoulders. You really want to waste 4 hours watching me shave my butt? Okay. You got all the time in the world. What coins are you holding, man? You get to watch me do that? So, socially engineering, friends, is, we've seen, like last week, multiple people got done all their life savings. It always involved clicking on a link. So one of their friends got hacked. Yeah? One of their friends clicked on a link, messaged them through Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever, and then they go, hey, got to talk to you. Click here. So that they don't know they're speaking to like North Korean Shin Won-gyu, right? Some dude who's escaped Squid Games or something, trying to chat you up. You know, you don't know that. That's why if you use a hardware wallet, and look, friends, I don't know how else to say it, man. Only the paranoid survive. Literally only the paranoid survive, friends. I don't know what to tell you. Everything's a target. Everyone. You know, I don't want to sound like one of those, you know, American military guys where they're like, everything's a threat. Your mom, a threat. That potato over there, a threat. Could be a bomb. Yeah, your belly button, a threat. Right? It's just another hole for them to penetrate you from when they get sick of your armpits. Okay, so everything's a threat. Man, it's crypto, man. You know, there's no rewind button. It's just like, it's hardcore mode in Diablo. In Diablo, hardcore mode. When you die once, your character resets back to level 1. It's all over. You know, so every little enemy, I know when it's not hardcore mode, you're just playing normal mode, because you just respawn infinitely, yeah, the little enemy, you can rush stuff, you can take a bit more risks. But when you're surrounded by the skeletons and you're running around and your health is like, you know, 30% from death, you can't sit there and just like hit away. You've got to go back and heal, right? Just because you can't take that risk. So that's what you got to do is in crypto, you got to protect yourself from even getting to that point. That's why you have a hardware wallet. You don't click links on stuff. Use a separate PC if you can, separate laptop. Don't, please, for the love of God, friends. I know you all do it. Please stop using MetaMask on your phone. Oh, please, man. Please, just don't use crypto on your phone, man. Everyone gets robbed on it. All the viruses are on there. Just don't. Please don't. Please, please, please don't. Ah, man. Can't believe I lost the love of my life and all I got in return is a glass of champagne from Air France. Oh, man, bear market vibes, huh? It really is bear market vibes. Message from Giga. Just a heads up, lots of the biggest wallets on chain right now are selling core coins for pDAI, especially pHEX. Last time around 1 or 3 cents when we saw that same level of interest from these types of wallets. So basically, I think what he's implying is, oh, the suckers who bought the top, that's what they're saying. They're coming in to buy again, which is probably the top. Yeah, it could be. I'm just going to show you the pDAI price chart on a linear chart. I'm not worried about this, bro. You're like, watch out. Could be a top here. Yeah, it could be a top. It could not be the top. You know what I mean? It could also be that, but we'll see. I guess the overall message can be summarized again by my friend, Mr. DurkeyTurkey, replying to your friend, Sommi. Richard Hart is teaching full-grown men how to properly piss. There is nothing on. Thank you, sir. And with that, we look to a brighter tomorrow. It's a mog or get mogged world. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.